Alright kids, it's your mama. I'm here. This is my first video with 400 subscribers. I know it's not a lot, but it's a lot though. It's a lot. This is Love and Hip Hop Miami. Obviously, you probably know that because you probably clicked on the video. I didn't take nobody's notes simply because, oh, let me avoid this patch of ice. Hold on. Simply because it was the first episode. Wasn't too much going on. They were doing introductions and, you know, it was just slightly whack. Slightly. Just a little bit. It wasn't like super whack, but it was slightly whack. So let's get into it. We start off with Amara La Negra. She is, I didn't know this girl sang. If I'm being 100, I didn't know she sang. I see her on Tumblr all the time. She has her afro. She has, you know, her body, and she's giving you a photo shoot. I see her on Tumblr doing photo shoots. What is this green? Is it coming off on camera too? There's green on my, and I don't know where it's coming from. I hope it ain't a sniper bullet. But if it is, just know that I love you. I love you, and my heart is down a little bit. Let me get on out in this street. Yeah, so Amara La Negra, I did not know the girl sang, but she sings and she's not bad. She's actually like, she can sing. She ain't Hosseline, God bless her. But she's up there, she's doing her thing, singing down boots and carrying on, introducing herself and all of that. She's a beautiful girl. She is exactly that brown that I'm gonna be when I grow up. I'm waiting patiently. I'm on my transition into getting my good dark brown. If you've known me a long time, you know that I'm already a good 3-4 shades browner than I used to be. So it's just give me like 20 more years and I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be chocolate. Just give me 20 more years. But anyway, for those of you that don't know me, that's an inside joke. I'm just joking. I understand that I'm light skinned. I just like to say I'm not. It's a joke because y'all have been coming for me in those comments, not the subscribers obviously, but a lot of folks have been coming for me and misconstruing who I am, and that's cute for y'all. But anyway, so Amara's up there, she's singing down boots. Now she's going to meet with, I ain't catch his name, Producer Man, because I'm gonna get Amara right on out the way. So she's going to meet with Producer Man. She takes her mama, and she goes into, I'm Latina. You know, when you're Latina, you take your mama with. No, you don't. Not everywhere. No, you don't. This is your first time meeting this man. This your first time. Now, he did have it misconstrued, thinking maybe they was finna go on a date or something. I feel like he thought that this was finna get intimate. And so, for that, it was good that Mama was there, because she was sizing up. Girl. She was sizing this man up. Senor Hollywood. But it was weird for you to bring your mama, and not tell the man you bring your mama. That's a little weird. Now, I'm a mama's girl. Me and my mother, we go everywhere all the time. But if my mother's not invited, I'm going to at least say, is my mom invited? Can I bring my mama? Or I'm bringing my mama. Just a quick little piece of information for the kid. But anyway, child, so they go and they have dinner. Moving on, because like I said, I'm getting Amara out the way. Out of the way. Later on, they in the studio, and he tells her that he wants her not to have the afro or something like that. And I said, well, what about her skin? Because she can straighten her hair, but what about her skin, though? It's brown. There's nothing we can do. And he said something about a cookie cutter look, and she went on to say, I'm black and I'm proud. And I said, good for you, niece. Good, because a lot of the girls do not like to represent their blackness. They don't. But she said, I'm black and I'm proud. And he said, we want a cookie cutter look, and now she mad, and he thinks she being ridiculous, and I think he's ridiculous. So I'm not going to like him. I'm not going to like him. But just the mere fact that he don't want her to have that afro, but her skin is just that rich, beautiful, chocolatey brown just does not make sense to me. But anyway, we're going to move on. Let's talk about gunplay. I'm not going to give gunplay too much as far as appearance. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do it. I am going to say that his girlfriend, if you were here with me last week, if you were subscribed last week, or if you watched a video from, I think it was last week or the week before, the Petty in Particular podcast, me and my mama, we did our first one on camera. And we were talking about large booties and pointy hips. We was accidentally talking about Gunplay's girlfriend. Because what is that? What is the booty? Why is her booty triangular? Why? That's not, it didn't look healthy. It did not look healthy. It looked sharp. It looked, no. I wasn't feeling that. And anyway, he gonna end up sleeping with the woman that looked like Amina Butterfly, but with the blonde swoop, with the pink swoop. Okay, girl. Okay. So he sits with Trick Daddy. I'm not going to give Trick Daddy anything because I understand that he's actually going through something. The rest of these folks may not be going through nothing. Trick Daddy is going through something. So I'm not going to give him anything, but you need to be taking your medicine and you need to be eating right, because Trick did say that he was not taking his medicine. He said that about a year or two ago, that he's not taking his medication, and we don't do that trick. We do not do that. But they get together, honey, and they eating conch fritters and carrying on all the, the Miami foods. And they talking, chopping it up, blah, blah, blah. He mentions that he and Trina are doing a TNT album, and then he comes in the confessional looking like a watermelon. Did y'all see Trick's outfit? That zesty. He had on, okay, first of all, I'm a big velvet girl. I don't own any, well, I have one dress that's velvet, but I don't have like an extensive amount. But I told my mama, when I get rich, I'm going to have 2 closets. One closet's going to be velvet. The other closet is going to be regular clothes, honey. Velvet closet, clothes closet. And I'm thinking I may have a closet for suede. I'm thinking. I don't like suede purses, but a good old suede shoe blesses me. But moving along, he was dressed down, honey, in the confessional. We ain't seen the top of his head. Has Trick Daddy cut his hair? Because remember, he had hair, and it was not conducive to his look. I'm thinking he's cut his hair, but I got hair under this hat, so you just never know. Anyway, so he talking about the TNT album. He gets in the confessional and says, TNT is like dynamite. Trick, we knew that. We had done new. You ain't told us nothing new. I think the album is going to be good. And he says he wants to get Gunplay on the album. Now, I'm going to be real. I'm going to be 200 and let you know. I don't know what Gunplay sound like. And that's a shame because my roots are Miami. But I don't know what Gunplay sounds like. I don't. I just simply don't. I'm imagining that he sounds great. But up until just a little while ago, until the promotion for the show, I thought Gunplay was the white boy, but I just found out that that's Machine Gun Kelly. So I just don't know. I just simply don't know. But anyway, he wants to get Gunplay on the TNT album and all of that. That's going to be great. Moving along, we're going to get over to Pretty Ricky, or however they did it, honey, back in the day. I'm surprised that Spectacular has aged so well. I remember being 9-10 years old looking at Spectacular and thinking, oh, he's not going to do well. He is not going to do well. We just going to start praying right now that he makes it on through. Spectacular looks good. I'm shocked. I am shocked. I thought that Baby Blue was the one with the ponytails, the dread tails. Who is that? Because I'm sitting here, I'm like, okay, Pleasure P, yes, Spectacular, right. I thought Baby Blue was the pigtails, and I didn't know who the other one was, but the little caption came up and said that the one that was doing all the hollering was Baby Blue. So I wasn't sure. Anyway, child, so they get together. Apparently, they back together for the fans. I said, now, I was one of the fans. I wasn't supposed to be, because, my mama saved and everything, and I wasn't supposed to be listening to Let's Talk About Sex, Baby. I wasn't supposed to be listening to, Bubbles in the Tub. Let's talk about making love. At 4, I wasn't 4, 9 years old. The girls talk about you on top. Girl, it's going down. Talk dirty to your baby. On the high line. I was not supposed to be getting into that. and I didn't know what they was talking about. I was just singing along. I was like, sex, baby. I knew I wasn't supposed to sing it in front of my mama. But I didn't know what them girls was talking about. Anyway, I said all that to say, who are the fans that want this new Pretty Ricky album? Maybe I wasn't old enough to really have formed an emotional connection to Pretty Ricky and want another album. But I ain't heard nobody say that they wanted another Pretty Ricky album. I have not heard. But anyway, they get back together for the fans. All right. As soon as they get together in the same room, they get to hollering. They fighting, fussing. The one that I didn't know that apparently is Baby Blue, is how he did all the work. He was the one producing and carrying on and blah, blah, blah. And then Spectacular says, now let's be real. You wanted to be the one to do all that. So don't act like, And I hate that because I have somebody at my job that does stuff that they have not been told to do. Like, okay, I'm scheduled to come in a couple hours after they're scheduled to come in, whatever, to close. I get there, she done half of my daily duties. And then talking about, don't nobody ever do nothing. Don't nobody ever... Ooh, stay with it now. I know she ain't coming over here, but still. Don't nobody ever do nothing. I'm the only one that's always doing this, that, and the other, and blah, blah, blah. But ma'am, if you wouldn't have done my job before I got here, I would have done it. What's wrong with you? And she's always doing that. It's another one that the sister store across the street is always going above and beyond so she can say that she does everything. And it's like, miss, nobody told you to. No one said to. I'm happy to do my job because there's nothing at my job that I cannot do. There's just simply nothing that I cannot do. The tasks are simple. I go in, I tell the girls what to put on their hair to color it and do this and do that. How do you want it styled? All right, these are the products that you need. Cute. And then I go home. I'll sweep every now and then when when it's my daily duty, and I'll wipe the windows down. But ain't nothing. And then I come in and she's like, oh, well, I did your job for you. I did your thing. And I'm like, okay, thank you. And then she go in and tell the other folks, well, she don't never do nothing and they don't never work. And I'm like, okay, niece. Okay. Even though I work with the manager almost all the time. Like, not every day, but a lot. 2-3 times a week. Me and him sitting up kicking. And the news is I do my job. That's the news. Anyway, girl, I done got upset. Annoyed. Not upset, but annoyed. Anyway, so he hollering about all this stuff he had to do, spectacular, saying, well, you ain't even really have to do all that, but you wanted to, so what you mad for? And I'm just sitting here, and my mama even said, what are y'all back together for? What are you back in the group for if you still mad? And I'm like, right. So that's going on. Apparently, Pleasure P. Now, Pleasure P has said something that really resonated with my spirit. He said that we are of the group Pretty Ricky, and we put out music, and the women felt it and the men felt it even more. And I said, Pleasure, niece, you're spilling, niece. Now, we already know about Spectacular. Y'all remember Spectacular dancing in them red draws for them niggas. Y'all remember that. I don't know if it was specifically for the niggas. Let me not say for the niggas, because people come up to my channel talking about I'm lying. Girl, comedy, settle down. But Pleasure, you're spilling your tea. The men felt it even more. I don't know a single man, not one. No, not one. Come on, the rent o'clock call. No, I better change the key. I don't know a single man that enjoyed Pretty Ricky at all, let alone more than his girlfriend. Not a straight one. You know, I'm friends, all my boyfriends, all my male friends, pretty much are gay. I don't think I have a straight male friend at this time because they fall in love with me, and I just don't have the time. I don't have the time because I'm very offset in my way. I used to be. I'm settling down. Oh, good. Yes, you revealed that space unto me, and I can park here. But yeah, all my boy, friends growing up were are gay. Today, they're still gay, and they live for Pretty Ricky. But I can't name a single straight romantic partner that I may have had, or, a boyfriend, or just a straight male friend. None of my straight cousins. I was finna really be shady. None of them enjoyed Pretty Ricky. But anyway, so moving along. Whoever this Shay girl is. Now, I've never watched Love and Hip Hop Atlanta because I just simply, I cannot. I can't do, it's too much going on over there. Every time I try to watch it, I get sad. I get tired. I have to take a nap. It's just a lot going on over there, which is why I know a lot of people are like, I don't like New York. I don't like New York. It's boring. And I'm like, that is right up my alley. That is just my speed. I love boring reality television. I grew up with Paris and Nicole. They ain't never do nothing. I grew up with Anna Nicole. She ain't never did nothing. Brittany had a little moment. She ain't really do too much. I love watching folks just not do too much on TV. Like, they're like, okay, we finna go to Cracker Barrel, eat some breakfast sandwiches. And then they do. I'm like, yes, this is quality. All this fighting and throwing stuff and carrying on is draining to me. I'm drained. But anyway, I'm sorry, y'all. I get out in this weather and my nose, she tries it. But, okay, yes, that blonde she's wearing is everything. I know I'm off topic and you girls are gonna hate it. Some of the girls are gonna hate it, but whatever. Rambling reviews. Again, I don't watch Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, so I didn't know who this Shay girl was. She looked like T-Boz was smushed. Like a T-Boz, but like, I don't know, like the Laffy Taffy version of T-Boz. I don't know what was going on. But anyway, she came in and she was fighting with the Pretty Ricky boys, and I'm just like, ma'am, don't you want your man, because she go with Pleasure P, don't you want your man to start making a little money? Because he had like 2 singles, maybe 1 album, maybe 2, that came out after Pretty Ricky broke up. But don't nobody talk about Pleasure P. Don't nobody talk about Pleasure P. Not around here. I don't know what they talk. I'm sure they're still talking about him in Miami because, Miami, they hold on to theirs. But I'm not in Miami, as you can tell by the ensemble. I just don't understand why she got up there and she was fighting with them folk. Now, ma'am, she finna run into this Mercedes behind her and she's gonna have a big check to pay. Why would you be fighting with these folks? She came in just hot for no reason, and they was roasting her back, and it was just like, and Spectacular, of all people, was the sensible one. Because growing up, we all thought Spectacular was wild and crazy and out of his mind, just doing some him and what's the other man? I can't think of his name. He wasn't in Pretty Ricky. He was in a different, doing something else. Anyway, we thought they was wild and crazy and doing too much. But alas, he's been the voice of reason twice this episode. Anyway, girl, so they doing all that arguing and carrying on. I'm skipping ahead. Let's get over to Trina. Let's talk about Bobby. What's Bobby's last name? Bobby Light? I think it was Bobby Light. Bobby Light is a rapper. He was giving you, the sermon that all gay rappers give you. Just because I'm gay doesn't mean I can't be a rapper. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for letting us know. I didn't enjoy what I heard of his music, but okay. Apparently, he's Trina's first cousin. He wasn't invited to a function, but he showed up anyway. And he got it, and he walked in there, and Trick Daddy said, "Hey, you got this boy out here." And they opened the door, and he busted in, and she was like, "Ugh, hi, Bobby." And when you see somebody speak to you in that manner, somebody being sick of you, and you just got here, oh, I know him. Literally know him. I mean, like, from the internet. Like, I've seen him online. This is weird. Like, he was viral on Vine. I don't know. Anyway, when you see somebody speak to you, because if somebody spoke to me like that, I would say, okay, all right, y'all have a blessed evening. And I would go on home. I just wouldn't be involved. He talking about where y'all going next. I'm going to tag along, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, niece, no, they don't want you. They don't want you at the function. Don't be there. And she says, no, ain't no tag alongs. You ain't coming with me, blah, blah, blah. And he done sat down, looked like he might have kicked his feet up, drinking out the bottle. I'm like, Bobby, she don't like you. She don't want you at the function. She doesn't. So moving along, Bobby and the woman that looked like Amina Butterfly sit together. they good girlfriends, apparently. And she invites him to come eat with her and Trina, and like Trina's assistants or whatever. So she walks in, and Bobby walks in, and she's like, I did not want Bobby. See, when people bring people to my functions, that's one strike. When you bring somebody to my function that you know I don't like, that's 2 more strikes, and that's your third. That's it's an automatic strikeout when you do that, and you won't be invited to anything else with me. I'm not gonna play these games. But anyway, Bobby sitting down. He'd already called the assistant a minion before. Now he calling the boy a minion again, and the assistant spoke up for himself and said, "I don't like you. You're talentless," and whatever all he said. I can't remember offhand. And Bobby decides to throw a drink. But there are other people at the table, so you didn't just hit the assistant. You hit the assistant, you hit Trina, you probably hit the person on the other side of the... What is your problem? So now they swinging and fighting, hollering, and, go back to Party City where you belong, and, all of that. And I'm just like, I'm not going to like Bobby. I'm not going to like Bobby. And I'm not going to like the other Latino man that was talking crazy to La Negro. Amina, Ariba, what was her name? Start with an A. Anyway, child. Yeah, so that was the first episode. Wasn't too much. It was on my nerves slightly. But yeah. Like, comment, subscribe, all the things the YouTubers say. Y'all get down in these comments and let me know how y'all felt about it, what y'all think is going to happen. We saw that Trick Daddy's wife, Trick Daddy's wife is Trina's first cousin as well. I'm like, Trina. All your cousins, niece, all of them. Anyway, so yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think is going to happen, all of that, blah, blah, blah. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.